Have you ever felt a quiet heaviness inside, something hard to name in words? Not pain, not sadness, just a weight. A weight that rests on the heart, quietly, day after day. As we grow older, we carry more than just the years. We hold memories, responsibilities, the voices of loved ones. And sometimes we carry the silence of what was never said, the regrets, the things left undone. This weight doesn't always show, but it settles somewhere in the shoulders, in the breath, or in the quiet moments between thoughts. That's why this message today truly matters. Because sometimes what we need isn't a solution or a grand change. Sometimes we just need a pause. A soft space in the day where we come back to ourselves, not to fix, not to explain, but simply to feel gently, without judgment. In this video, we'll walk through 5 quiet practices that bring emotional lightness. They won't add anything extra to your life. They'll help you release what no longer needs to be carried. Let's begin with the first 2. The first practice is spending a few minutes in stillness before the day begins. Before the noise, before the world asks anything of you, there is a quiet moment, and that moment belongs to you. Even just 5 minutes, sitting by a window, holding a warm cup, or gently closing your eyes can calm the heart. You don't need to do anything. Just sit, breathe. Let your thoughts float like leaves on a river. This small pause softens everything that follows. It is not about routine or discipline. It is about giving yourself permission to not rush. After so many years of giving, you deserve a moment to receive from your own presence. The second practice is often forgotten, speaking to yourself with kindness. You've spoken kindly to children, to friends, maybe even strangers, but how that small shift in inner tone, it changes the whole day. Try whispering to yourself like you would to someone you love. Take your time. You don't have to do it all today. It's not silly. It's soul care. And in the later years, soul care matters more than ever. Let's move to the third practice, one that may seem small, but creates deep change within, ending each day with one moment of gratitude. At the end of the day, when your body is tired and the house is quiet, ask yourself gently, what is one thing I'm grateful for today? It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it was the breeze through the curtains, a warm cup of tea, or a memory that floated into your heart. Gratitude brings us back to that soft place inside where the heart rests and the mind lets go. An older woman once shared, "Before I sleep, I always remember when my grandson came over and simply held my hand. That one touch makes the whole day feel worth it." The fourth practice becomes even more precious with time, having one meaningful conversation each day, no matter how brief. As we age, loneliness doesn't always announce itself, but it grows quietly. And connection is not just about talking. It's about being seen. It might be a call to someone you love, a shared cup of tea with a neighbor, or even a quiet conversation with yourself in the mirror, whispering, "You made it through the day. You handled it with grace." These moments plant themselves deep in the heart, and what roots into the heart never feels like a burden. Have you noticed loneliness doesn't always sound silent? Sometimes it's the loudest thing in the room. What if? With ourselves, with someone else, with the sky. Maybe that's the connection we've been missing, the one that gently reminds us we are not alone. Now we come to the final practice, perhaps the most necessary and the most overlooked, forgiving yourself at the end of the day. We've forgiven many others in our lives, children's mistakes, friends' forgetfulness, time's harshness. But forgiving ourselves, that's often the hardest part. How many times have we said to ourselves, "If only I had done this differently," or "Why didn't I handle it better?" These words create tiny wounds, like a small stone in your shoe. You keep walking, but the pain stays with you. So tonight, before you sleep, whisper this to your heart: I did what I could today. what I couldn't do. I meet with gentleness. Such simple words, but they become a balm for the soul. If you want peace in your later years, that peace begins inside, in the small decisions you make every day, the breath you pause to take, the thanks you silently whisper, the phone call you do make, and the kindness you offer, not just to others, but to yourself. This isn't a list. This isn't a formula. It's a way of being. It's the art of feeling life, not just surviving it. Remember, your journey is sacred. You have endured much. You have given much. Now is the time to return some of that love to yourself. Even if you take just one of these soft pauses into your day, believe me, it will create a shift, not with a bang. Not all at once, but gently, like sunlight entering the room in the early morning, quiet and full of grace. If this message touched something in your heart, the next video may take it even deeper. The emotional fatigue no one sees and its gentle healing. It continues this journey, slowly, kindly, at your pace. But for now, just remember this. You are not alone, and your heart can be light again, one soft pause at a time.